Hi, I'm Siren Eve and I'm a senior clinician at the school's outreach team. We're aware that this is a time of great uncertainty and potential anxiety for schools and for pupils. It's completely understandable for people to feel anxious at this time. As we move towards the potential for more distance learning, we'd like to offer a few tips for teachers to consider, both in terms of their pupils' mental health and of course for their own. We'd like to think about how to stay connected, as we know that this is a key factor in promoting positive mental health. So how do we remain connected when we may be forced to stay apart? Try as much as possible to maintain routine. This means encouraging pupils to continue with their school routine as much as possible, but of course from home. Try to schedule in and plan key points of contact throughout the day to help them to retain some structure in their day. Also, really important that pupils should find ways to stay connected with their peers. And this can also be something that you could support them with. We need to consider those that we know have additional needs and might be particularly vulnerable during this time. And so perhaps think about putting additional support in for these pupils. Again, thinking about ways to stay connected with them as much as possible to prevent isolation. So for example, providing them with additional opportunities to check in with a key member of staff could be really helpful. It could be important to find ways of connecting more with parents and carers during this time, as they're likely to be the main source of support for most children and young people. And it would be really helpful to maintain those links with them, especially if you become concerned about one of your pupils. Finally, it's really important to look after yourself and make time for self-care. Ensure that you also have clear lines of communication and support from your senior leadership team at your school. You shouldn't feel like you're having to support your pupils alone. And of course, please do look at our web pages for additional resources within the Schools in Mind network.